The unsexy truth about looking good in your clothes all starts with the things you can't even see. Your drawers, AKA your underwear, your socks, and your bras. So today I am sharing some pretty spectacular solutions for all of these issues that start in the undercarriage. We're talking actual no-show underwear, not that it just says it on the package. We're talking about socks that won't slip off your ankles and down underneath your feet when you're walking. And we're talking about two of my favorite types of bras and which one might actually work for you. So first, let's talk about the drawers because that's pretty important. I talked about this in my last Frumpy video that I just did a couple of weeks ago and how important it is to find the exact right underwear so that when you're wearing your leggings, you're wearing a pencil skirt or something up tighter up against your bum, that you're not seeing those big old underwear lines like you would from your granny panties. Now, here's the thing. A long time ago, I didn't know any better. I was wearing my granny panties and I had the big old lines in the back and I just didn't know any other option until about 3 years ago, I put out a video that I had finally found the perfect underwear to solve this solution that I had been wearing the wrong underwear all my life until I found these. And they were seamless, laser cut underwear that you have no line showing at all. No matter what you wear, they were perfect. And here's the thing. It was from a company called Nude. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And that's all I've worn for the past 3 years, but they're getting a little old now. And when I went to check their website, they stopped making that exact pair of underwear. They went to a 2.0 version, which is not as good. I ordered one of those and it has a small seam. And guess what? You're still seeing that small seam in the back. So I went on the hunt to find out, okay, who's got the next best thing in these laser cut no-show underwear that's gonna fill the void for me and allow me to upgrade my old underwear. So I found these on Amazon. And in fact, I talked about one of these pair in the Frumpy video. If you saw that video, these underwear are great. They do not show any lines in the back. They stay in place. They feel great. They have a cotton crotch, and I know for a lot of you out there, that's important. So they are a great underwear. Here was the problem I was finding after I was wearing them for a bit. So, you know, on the days that you might feel a little bit more bloated, okay, or maybe you gain a couple pounds, that underwear that I showed can have a tendency, if you have a tummy, to roll a little bit in the front. But here's the thing. I went back on with the same company that made the underwear that I was talking about. They make a high-rise version. So I'm like, okay, I'm all up on that. I ordered those underwear. I'm telling you what, that solves the problem right there. If you have a tummy or you're worried about like having those days where you're bloating and you don't want any rolling at all, ever, get those high-rise underwear. I'm telling you what, I needed those. Now, here's the thing. If you're like, no, I don't really need those, the briefs are fine. Those will come about 2 to 3 inches below your belly button, while the high rise comes like maybe a 1/4 inch under my belly button. So just to kind of give you the difference in the height of those, but I'm telling you what, I love these underwear because they do stay put and they show 0 lines. So I'm gonna share the link to these down in the description box. Now, the other type of underwear, I wanted to see like what they were about because I know some of you out there are going to be looking at a more substantial underwear, maybe boy shorts, maybe ones that even come longer than that. So I did, by the same company, I ordered these. They come down to about a Bermuda length. So if you're wearing a skirt, if you're wearing longer, wide leg crop pants or something like that, this could be a good underwear for you. But I want you to kind of tell you something here. These do not have tummy control. So if you are looking for something that's gonna suck it in good for you, these are not it. The only thing you're gonna see on the bottom, so on your legs, if you were wearing leggings, you're probably gonna see this big wide band, okay? I want you to know that too. So if you're wearing a skirt, or something looser, and you just like more coverage, okay, with your underwear, then these may be the ticket for you. You're not gonna have any lines in the back. You're just gonna have to worry about this little area if you wear something tighter on your leg. Now, I did order the boy shorts in the same brand, so they look like this, but just a little bit shorter, okay? So if you're looking for something like, I wanna be able to wear something like that under my shorts, or a shorter skirt, I ordered them, but they didn't arrive yet. So picture this a little shorter. It's gonna have the same lip down here at the end. So again, not something you would wanna wear with your tighter pants. I know some of you don't even care about underwear and what it looks in the back and if you got lines and all that, but I do. It just makes me feel more confident when I know that I can wear whatever I want and there are no big old craters on my butt cheeks in the back, okay? That bothers me. And I know it probably bothers a lot of you out there, not all of you. I heard y'all in the comment section last time. There were some of you that I like my granny panties. I'm not wearing anything else. It's like, okay, you do you. Okay, now let's talk about no-show socks, okay? So for a long time, I was wearing little, bobby socks or whatever you want to call them nowadays. And they would, as I would walk, they would just slowly come down off my ankle and bunch right under my foot when I was walking. It was so irritating. I hated that. And then a while ago, my kids both turned me onto these Lululemon socks that I have now worn for a long time. They are so good because they didn't do that. They stayed put. They were low. You weren't going to see them. They're thin. They're not real thick. And they had that little grip strip right on the heel here. So I love these for a long time. My husband and I just go to the mall a couple weeks ago. And I'm in Lululemon. I'm like, okay, I usually get a pack of these once a year because I wear them all the time out walking. And I go in the store and she's like, oh yeah, we don't have those. We have some left, but they're only in black. I don't like the black. I know they're no show, but for some reason, I like the lighter colors. So I'm like, oh, I don't want the black. And so I said, how about online? And she goes, yeah, the only thing we have left online too is the black. And I'm like, what is going on? They don't make them anymore, I guess. So again, I'm on the hunt to try to find socks to replace those that are not going to slip off my ankle. And I got the solution right here. Again, I ordered these on Amazon. Here is the brand. Yeah, they come in a pack of 8 and I have worn them already. So I've worn them a few times, okay? But I have enough experience with them to tell you how they did out on my walks. They do have a grip in the back. They do stay up on the heel very well. The other thing about this compared to my Lululemon, these are more cushy, but yet they don't feel bulky. The other thing I like about this is they are very low on the sides. Okay, look at the sides, how there's even more of a cutout. So that is great when you're wearing your sneakers because these just fit right down in there and don't show at all. So I'm gonna put the link to these also in the description box because I am really liking these. I'm so glad I found them. All right, and now let's talk about bras. Now I have a brand that I have been talking about on my channel for probably, I don't know, almost 2 years now. And they are Comfili. You can get them on Amazon. They are a really good quality bra. I have talked about them several times. This is not sponsored. This is just me telling you what I like. So this is a t-shirt bra. And this is one of my oldest ones, okay? So this is like almost 2 years old now. Let me show you how good it looks still, okay? How well the shape holds up over all that time. And what I also love about them is the padding on the inside does not slip out in the dryer. That's another annoying thing. When every time you'd wash your bra, you got the pads floating all around your dryer. Now you got to fix it in there and get them in right, it's like pain in my butt. And I know there's those bags. I could put the bra in a bag in the dryer, but I never did. These are great bras, no matter if you're small up to bigger. Now, I'm not gonna say real big, okay? I have no experience in that, so I cannot speak from experience on that. But I will say these have been a great bra, great quality. They hold up really well. So again, I'm gonna have some of my favorites down in the description box, the links for you, because you can get them on Amazon. The other bra that I really like, because when I have times where I am wearing a thinner strap, and you know, I don't wanna wear a strapless bra, these work really well for me, and I have worn these for years now as well. So these are by Niue. Here is a strap, okay? So this is the difference between that strap and that strap. Do you see? Like, this is a good strap, okay? Especially if you need more support. But if you're little on the top like I am, I mean, I can get away with this kind of thing all day long. They do make bras that either clasp in the back, or they make the same bra that fits up over your head with no clasp in the back at all. So again, this has been one of my favorite bras. I have also worn these for years. I'm telling you what, making these simple changes is going to not only make you look better in your clothes, but it's going to give you more confidence, because now you're not worried about your sock going into your shoe, lines on your behind, or bras that aren't comfortable. You guys were just blowing up the comment section wanting to know more about this underwear. So again, if you missed that Frumpy video, watch that next right here, because I talk about 10 things that I want to make sure you're all not doing, okay? That kind of in general can tend to make us look frumpy over 50. I'll see you over there.